Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. I'm Teresa, and if you are new here, consider subscribing. Don't forget to on post notification because that will notify you whenever I will drop new content. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share. So in this video, we are diving deep into a fascinating country comparison: Kenya versus Nigeria. Both nations are powerhouses in Africa with rich histories, vibrant cultures, and undeniable influences on the continent and beyond. So let's compare the aspects that make Kenya and Nigeria stand out, and ultimately which one might be considered better in different areas. So stick around because this is going to be insightful and full of surprises. So first, let's talk about geography. Kenya and Nigeria are uniquely located on the African continent with distinct climates and landscapes. Kenya, situated in East Africa, boasts a coastline along the Indian Ocean, the Great Rift Valley, and iconic wildlife sanctuaries like Masai Mara. Nigeria, on the other hand, is in West Africa with a coastline on the Gulf of Guinea and diverse terrains from savannas to rainforests. The geographical placement of each country significantly influences their culture, tourism, and agriculture. For instance, Kenya's cool island climate favors tea and coffee farming, while Nigeria's tropical and savanna zones are perfect for cassava and cocoa production. But which country has more geographic allure? That depends on what you're looking for. Now, let's move on to population. In 2024, both countries boast large population, with Nigeria being Africa's most populous country with over 230 million people, while Kenya has about 58 million. Nigeria's vast population brings immense economic potential, but also challenges like unemployment and resource allocation. Kenya, with a smaller population, has a more manageable demographic situation. However, Nigeria's youth-dominated population presents opportunities for rapid economic development if properly harnessed. Comparing population growth rates, Kenya's is relatively moderate, while Nigeria's remains one of the fastest in the world, which has implications for both future opportunities and challenges. Now, let's compare the economic powerhouses. As of 2024, Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa, driven by oil and gas exports, but recent diversification efforts are boosting its agriculture, technology, and entertainment sectors. Nigeria's tech scene, known as Silicon Lagoon, has witnessed tremendous growth with startups like Paystack and Flutterwave making international headlines. Kenya, on the other hand, has a robust and diversified economy anchored in agriculture, tourism, and a rapidly growing tech industry. Nairobi, dubbed Silicon Savannah, is home to world-renowned innovations like M-Pesa, a mobile money service that has transformed financial transactions. When comparing economic stability, Kenya is often seen as more diversified and less reliant on a single resource, while Nigeria's oil wealth can lead to boom and bust cycles. But economically, Nigeria has a significant upper hand in terms of shared GDP. Education is another critical factor to examine. In Kenya, the education system is lauded for its high literacy rates, with the government heavily investing in free primary education since the early 2000s. Universities like the University of Nairobi and Kenyatta University are well regarded across the continent. Nigeria, on the other hand, is home to Africa's most extensive university system, with institutions like the University of Ibadan and Obafemi Awolowo University producing world-class scholars. However, Nigeria struggles with issues like brain drain and infrastructural challenges. Both countries have made strides in improving education, but Kenya's focus on quality and Nigeria's sheer educational scale are noteworthy. Moving on, healthcare systems in Kenya and Nigeria present another crucial comparison. Kenya has made remarkable progress in healthcare, particularly in reducing infant mortality rate and combating diseases like HIV/AIDS. Facilities in cities like Nairobi and Mombasa have improved significantly, although rural areas still face challenges. Nigeria, being much larger, has a more complicated healthcare landscape. While cities like Lagos and Abuja have modern hospitals and clinics, the majority of Nigerians still lack access to quality healthcare. The brain drain of medical professionals remains a severe issue. However, in recent years, Nigeria has implemented various initiatives to improve healthcare delivery. Both countries have a long way to go, but Kenya arguably fares slightly better in terms of healthcare accessibility and efficiency. When it comes to cultural richness, both nations are in a league of their own. Kenya is home to over 40 ethnic groups, each with its unique traditions, languages, and cuisines. The Maasai culture, with its colorful attire and traditional practices, is known globally. Nigeria, with over 250 ethnic groups, is even more diverse. The Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa Fulani cultures dominate, but there are countless others contributing to Nigeria's cultural mosaic. Nigerian music and film industries are global forces, with Nollywood being the second largest film producer in the world. Afrobeat music, pioneered by legends like Fela Kuti, continues to shape global music trends. Kenya's music scene is also vibrant, with genres like Benga and Genge tone gaining popularity. Ultimately, in terms of cultural impact, Nigeria has a broader international reach. Now, let's not forget food, a major part of cultural identity. Nigeria cuisine is rich and spicy, with dishes like jollof rice, suya, and pounded yam captivating taste buds worldwide. Kenya too has a mouth-watering food culture, with dishes like nyama choma, ugali, and other staples. Both countries have thriving food scene and street food scenes, but Nigeria cuisine, thanks to its global diaspora, has gained more international recognition. Still, Kenya dishes offer a unique experience, especially for those who enjoy roasted meat and fresh coastal flavors. Tourism is a key economic driver in both countries. Kenya's world-renowned safari destinations such as the Masai Mara and Amboseli National Park draw millions of visitors each year. The Great Migration is a spectacle that attracts wildlife enthusiasts from across the globe. Mount Kenya and the beautiful beaches of Diani are also major attractions. Nigeria, despite its immense cultural and geographical diversity, has not fully tapped into its tourism potential. However, destinations like the Olumo Rock, Yankari National Park, and the rich cultural heritage of the Benin Kingdom are worth exploring. Additionally, Nigeria's bustling cities, especially Lagos, offer an urban experience like no other. In the tourism race, Kenya has a more established reputation, but Nigeria holds untapped potential. Now, let's talk about infrastructure development, which is a point of contention for both nations. Kenya has invested heavily in infrastructure projects like the Standard Gauge Railway, which connects Nairobi to Mombasa, and the Lamu Port South Sudan Ethiopia Transport Corridor. Nigeria, with its oil wealth, has also made significant investments, particularly in urban areas like Lagos and Abuja. However, traffic congestion, poor road conditions, and inconsistent power supply remain major challenges. Kenya, although not without its issues, has made more consistent progress in areas like renewable energy, with significant investments in geothermal and wind power. Overall, Nigeria's infrastructure is more extensive but often faces maintenance issues, while Kenya's is smaller but relatively more reliable. Politics and governance are also essential factors. Both Kenya and Nigeria have had tumultuous political histories marked by colonialism, coups, and periods of authoritarian rule. In recent years, both nations have embraced democratic governance, but challenges remain. Kenya's 2022 general elections were relatively peaceful, signaling progress in political stability. Nigeria, however, faces more complex issues, including insecurity from groups like Boko Haram and ethnic tensions. Corruption is a major concern in both countries, but governance in Kenya is seen as relatively more transparent in comparison to Nigeria. Both countries are still on a journey to establish stronger, more accountable governance systems. Moving to entertainment, Nigeria is a global leader. Nollywood is not just a film industry, it's a cultural phenomenon, producing thousands of movies each year and rivaling Hollywood and Bollywood in output. Nigerian music, especially Afrobeat and Afropop, has taken over global charts with stars like Burna Boy and Wizkid achieving international fame. Kenya's film industry, although smaller, has produced notable films like Nairobi Half Life and continues to grow. The Kenya music scene with artists like Sauti Sol has also gained significant attention. In the battle of entertainment, Nigeria clearly dominates, but Kenya's industry is quickly catching up. Now let's discuss language and communication. Both countries are multilingual with English as the official language. In Kenya, Swahili is also an official language, serving as a unifying factor among the many ethnic groups. Nigeria, on the other hand, has major regional languages like Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo, which are widely spoken. The linguistic diversity in both countries reflects their rich cultural heritage. Kenya's use of Swahili gives it an advantage in regional integration, especially within East Africa. In contrast, Nigeria's linguistic landscape highlights its diverse cultural identity. Then, the sports culture in Kenya and Nigeria is vibrant and passionate. Kenya is world famous for its long distance runners with different athletes breaking records on the global stage. Marathons and track events are where Kenya shines. Nigeria, however, excels in a range of sports, particularly football. The Nigerian national team, the Super Eagles, has a devoted fan base, and the country has produced numerous football stars who play in top European leagues. Additionally, Nigeria has made strides in basketball, boxing, and athletics. While Kenya's dominance in long-distance running is unparalleled, Nigeria's broad sports culture, especially in football, makes it a sports powerhouse. Technological advancements in Kenya and Nigeria are noteworthy. Kenya's reputation as a tech hub of Africa is well earned, with innovations like M-Pesa revolutionizing mobile banking. The country's tech startups are rapidly growing, attracting international investment. Nigeria, with its larger population, has a burgeoning tech scene as well. Startups in Lagos are driving digital finance, e-commerce, and healthcare innovations. Both countries are leaders in Africa's tech revolution, but Kenya's pioneering mobile money solutions gives it an edge, while Nigeria's tech ecosystems show immense promise. Agriculture is another key factor for both nations. In Kenya, agriculture accounts for about a third of the GDP, with tea, coffee, and horticulture as main exports. The fertile Rift Valley is ideal for farming, and the country has a strong tradition of agricultural exports. Nigeria, despite being rich in oil, has a massive agricultural sector as well, with cassava, yams, and cocoa as primary crops. The Nigerian government has been pushing for agricultural modernization to reduce dependence on oil. Both countries are agricultural giants, but Kenya's focus on high-value exports like flowers and tea gives it a unique position in global markets. Environmental conservation is a shared concern. Kenya is known for its strong conservation efforts with numerous national parks and wildlife reserves. The country's ecotourism initiatives have set a benchmark for wildlife protection in Africa. Nigeria, with its vast size, faces challenges in environmental conservation, including deforestation and oil pollution in the Niger Delta. However, Nigeria has been making strides in reforestation and tackling environmental degradation. In environmental awareness, Kenya has a more proactive approach, particularly in wildlife conservation and renewable energy. Religion plays a crucial role in the social fabric of both nations. Kenya's population is predominantly Christian, with a significant Muslim minority, particularly along the coast. The country's religious tolerance is commendable, with various faiths coexisting peacefully. Nigeria too is religiously diverse, with a near equal split between Christians and Muslims. The northern part of Nigeria is primarily Muslims, while the south is predominantly Christian. Religious tensions have occasionally led to conflict in Nigeria, making interfaith dialogue crucial. Kenya's relatively harmonious religious landscape contrasts with Nigeria's more complex religious dynamics. Urbanization is shaping the future of both countries. Nairobi, Kenya's capital, is a bustling metropolis with modern skyscrapers, tech hubs, and a vibrant cultural scene. Lagos, Nigeria's economic powerhouse, is Africa's largest city, known for its energy, traffic, and dynamic business environment. Both cities are centers of economic activity, but Lagos, with its sheer size and economic influence, is unmatched. However, Nairobi's urban planning and focus on green spaces makes it an appealing city for residents and investors alike. Urbanization in both countries represents opportunities and challenges, from infrastructure development to housing shortages. Transportation network in Kenya and Nigeria have seen significant investment. Kenya's road and railway infrastructure, like the standard gauge railway, have transformed trade and mobility. Borders or motorcycle taxis are a common sight, especially in urban areas. Nigeria, with its vast landscape, has a more complex transportation system. Lagos, despite notorious traffic jams, has developed a bus rapid transit system and is planning a rail network. Nigeria's air transport network is one of the busiest in Africa, connecting cities and facilitating trade. Both countries have room for improvement, but Kenya's efficient public transport system gives it a slight edge. The art and fashion scenes are booming in both countries. Kenya's art scene is diverse, with traditional crafts and contemporary pieces gaining international acclaim. Kenyan fashion designers are also making waves, blending modern styles with traditional fabrics. Nigeria, however, is the undeniable fashion capital of Africa. The Lagos Fashion Week is a major event, and Nigerian designers are setting global trends. The Nigerian art scene is equally vibrant, with artists like Ben Ewowu and contemporary creators gaining recognition. In art and fashion, Nigeria has a more established international presence. Finally, let's touch on national pride and global influence. Kenyans are known for their pride in their nation's natural beauty, athletic achievements, and technological advancements. Nigeria, with their Naija no dey carry last mentality, are fiercely patriotic, with their culture, music, and movies shaping global perceptions of Africa. Both nations have strong identities and significant global influence, but Nigeria's diaspora and cultural exports have had a broader impact. So, which country is better? Well, it depends on what you are measuring. Economically, Nigeria has the upper hand due to its size and resources, but Kenya shines in environmental conservation and tech innovation. Culturally, Nigeria's global impact is unmatched, but Kenya's tourism industry is world-renowned. Both nations are incredible in their own rights, and the answer ultimately depends on what you value most. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Which country you think has more potential in the future? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insightful comparisons like this one. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.